and the New York Giants, taking on Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
We welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This is the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the get us started now, the kicker Chris Boswell, and off we go to wrap up the week on a Monday night. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Giants go to work on offense for the first time, and it's Daniel Jones leading the way, the number 6 pick in the 2019 draft.
A little bit of broken record time, partner, because we know that this young man, Daniel Jones, was a surprise pick at number 6 overall. But I thought that he got better and better as the year went on in his rookie year. A lot of trial by fire. Needs to protect the football better while in the pocket. But when he's at his best, he can throw it and run it. And he's an ascending quarterback. 24 touchdown passes as a rookie.
He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
He's out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
From the gun, Jones. Pass incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard. Third down here. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
Yards to go.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun, Jones finds his tight end Ingram, and he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A gain of 4, not enough, and it looks like punt time on their opening drive as it's 4th down. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. Fielded at the 20. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Well, Steeler fans around the country certainly happy to see this sight at quarterback once again for the Pittsburgh Steelers in his old familiar number 7 jersey, Ben Roethlisberger.
He's been the starting quarterback for so long in Pittsburgh. It's hard to believe that last year only played a game and a half before going down with an elbow injury. But Big Ben is back under center, reassumed command of this team. Remember, in the offseason, he said he wouldn't trim his beard. It took a throw of football to his teammates. Got that done, got a nice trim, and here he is, starting again for the Steelers.
Brings up
on 2nd down and 4. Roethlisberger. That one caught by the rookie Chase Claypool. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. On 1st and 10 is Connor. Big Leonard Williams there on the stop. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up
now Roethlisberger. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you get 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Now Ben on 3rd and long. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
The Giants take over 1st and 10.
So the Giants getting the football back here for their 2nd drive. They went 3 and out on their first drive of the new season. Not an ideal beginning as they start drive number 2, 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. And this will go for 5 up to the 33.
26, Saquon Barkley.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
33-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Barkley, toss play left. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Throwing, Jones. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jones, and the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Picked off by the all-pro safety, Micah Fitzpatrick. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Roethlisberger going to get this one to Connor. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
To throw again on 2nd down. Roethlisberger. Completion here to Claypool. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
I know from talking with scouts, one of the biggest question marks people had about Chase Claypool coming out, what they call his long speed. Just how fast was he in the 40-yard dash? He showed that he's plenty fast enough, coupled with a 6'4" body and a physical, strong stature. He's got a chance to be a star in this league.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Jabril Peppers on the coverage.
To throw again is Roethlisberger. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 yards there, 1st down.
A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, Steelers.
Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Intended for Juju Smith-Schuster.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger. That one into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the 2nd down pass play only went for 2. He's going to go up top for the end zone. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Chase Claypool with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Steelers have taken a first quarter lead. So we just witnessed touchdown number 1 for the Rook, and certainly that's a football he's going to want for the trophy case.
Yeah, this is one that you don't spike, right? This is one you don't throw to your teammate and let them celebrate. This is one you keep for yourself, take it over to the equipment staff and have them mark it up, put it away, and then you get it later on. And as you said, mount it in your trophy case. Fantastic. Hopefully the first of many.
Extra point put through by Boswell, and that makes the score 7-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Here's Dante Pettis on the return. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 27.
The focus shifts back to Daniel Jones and company. And he'll look to rebound from the early interception that led to 6 points the other way.
And when he threw the interception and he had to come to the sideline, I guarantee his first thought wasn't about the interception itself, but what could result. And I know he was thinking to himself, come on, defense, bail me out. Well, they weren't able to in this situation. Now he's got to go out and atone for it himself, but he can't force things.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. Boy, not what you want to see in Q1 of the new year. We'll be back. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. Now Jones. And Tate's got it. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down.
1st and 10.
Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
He was brought down at the 26. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd.
From the gun, Jones. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
He was covered by Steven Nelson.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
On 4th down, on is Graham Gano for the Giants field goal. This a 43-yard attempt. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
7. Giants 3.
So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points. Not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
30-yard line. It's a gain of 5.
From the gun, a give to Connor. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be third down.
No gain on the play. And it brings up third down.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and now fall incomplete.
I'll tell you what, these last couple of drives, much better from a defensive perspective. They gave up a touchdown on the opening drive, and then after forcing a punt on their last possession, it looks like they're going to get the football back again.
Here's Jordan Berry now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. New York ready to go again offensively. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
They'll be going for 6. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. This is Barkley. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks. And when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jones. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Tyson Alualu. What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants. From the gun, Jones. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. Over the middle, complete to Tate. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the play.
Giants, first down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Jones now on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Golden Tate, his intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
To throw again, Jones. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Give them the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
But we tend to give those running backs that are slashers a lot of credit. But how about guys who are maulers? Because that's what you want in short yardage situations. And we just saw that occur right there, didn't we?
Vertical, downhill running. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now it's Barkley. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
A first carry for the Clemson man, Wayne Gallman. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7.
That's the end of the first quarter.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. From the gun, Jones. This will be caught at about the 5. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Pretty heavy traffic over the middle on that one, and somehow he emerged with the football. Way to possess it, despite all the extra contact and people around him.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Penny. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Giants have taken the lead. Down on the goal line, you go to the big fella. The fullback delivers.
And in today's NFL, it's not often the fullback actually gets to carry the ball. Great spot for him, able to pound it in for a score.
Extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. To return, it's Cam Sutton. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 26.
Here again comes Juju Smith-Schuster and the Steelers. With them losing here in the second quarter and his limited productivity so far, you'd have to think they're going to try to look to him a little bit more, right?
I would guess you would start to see maybe some quick screens, some hitches, anything to get the ball in his hands quickly and let him try and do some damage after the catch. Or maybe just flip some formations and keep him isolated where it's more of a one-on-one route and get the ball to him.
I say just 4 verts, right?
Hey, why not? 4 verts, one of the best routes in football. Hard to cover each guy all the way along the route.
So far, just 1 catch for him. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 23 yards the pickup there.
Good catch there by Eric Ebron, and the Steelers are hoping that they see the 2018 version of this young man. 66 catch, 750 yards, and 13 touchdowns. And that was good enough for 2nd in the league with the Indianapolis Colts. The Steelers like to throw to the tight end. They hope Ebron is the guy.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
And there's a catch by Juju Smith-Schuster, and he's hoping there's plenty more of that coming. 2019, not the year he expected. Lost his quarterback, Ben Roethlisberger, early, dealt with a knee injury and missed 4 games, and his stats really fell. Just 552 yards through the air. But in 2018, what a big year he had then with Big Ben. 1,426 yards. He's hoping that the return of form of Roethlisberger leads to the return of form of himself.
It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain.
A good carry and a first down by James Conner, and this Pittsburgh team is really hoping he's back in form because last year the entire Pittsburgh offense suffered without Ben Roethlisberger at quarterback. James Conner only 715 combined yards, but in 2018, he was a Pro Bowl running back. Combined yardage that year, 1,470. They're hoping for 2018 James Conner in 2020.
From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on first down. Open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
8 yards on the pickup, brings up 2nd and 2 at the 11.
Looking to throw again on second down. Roethlisberger, his pass caught at the 4.
Complete.
First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
And goal, Pittsburgh.
They'll look to run with Conner. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to second.
Going with a big fullback, wide. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Steelers are going to retake the lead. And that's why you have the fullback, Charles. Couldn't get it in the play before with the smaller guy. Turned to a little more power. They score it.
And that has to warm the hearts of a lot of old school football fans. They love when they get to see a little bit of power football.
Extra point now by Boswell. And that makes it 14-10. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will make it into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard.
The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. On second down, Barkley. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
10 at the 38-yard line.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
Minkah Fitzpatrick on the coverage.
Jones back to the air on second down. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
And he will have a Giants first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield, guy who can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Jones pass.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
He was covered by Steven Nelson.
Throwing again. Jones finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 36.
10 at the 36-yard line.
Off play action. Jones gets this out to Saquon Barkley. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
2 yards on the pickup.
Operating from the gun. Jones. Pressure comes and the Steelers take him down. Devin Bush. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants. From the gun, Jones. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Getting set to go again, Ben Roethlisberger marches onto the field. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Hitting Juju on the slant. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. They go draw play. This is Samuels. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd.
Now it's Roethlisberger. Now Ben hit, and he lost the football. It's loose, and the Giants have it. It's picked up. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Giants touchdown.
Touchdown, Giants.
So this defense clicking early in the year, week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
Gano now to add the extra point. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Sutton now to return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own.
Getting set to go again, Ben Roethlisberger heading back out there. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but they're losing. And I think as the captain of the offense, you probably always feel like you need to do more in that situation.
The best have always felt that way, and they won't settle for anything less. So right now his goal is to increase what he's doing on the field, try to make sure his teammates come along with him, and he feels like if I do better, everyone will do better. And that's what we're seeing from him right now. Got to have a little extra determination.
Yeah, a little extra determination. He has thrown the touchdown pass, no interceptions for him personally to this point. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Roethlisberger will throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Samuels. A 9-yard gain on the play.
Roethlisberger now off the bootleg. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first.
Complete to
5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
At first glance, I thought he just used his size in order to win the route, but he also had a little subtle move in there as well. Made the defender think he was going one direction and was able to track the ball in another.
Someone moved, flag is out. That's going to be 5 yards.
And that'll drive coaches crazy. You work all week on dealing with loud crowds, on dealing with motion, and then you have a guy jump.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. He'll get this to Connor underneath, and he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
Roughing the passer, defense.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Now Roethlisberger getting this one into the hands of Smith-Schuster. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
They'll throw on 1st down with Roethlisberger. Now Ben hit, and he lost the football. It's loose.
Jamal Sheard. Daniel Jones.
Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now Roethlisberger. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 23 yards the pickup there.
It's a gain of 23.
And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Able to hit his target, Claypool. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Deontay Johnson there to make the grab. And the Steelers have once again taken the lead. Boswell for the extra point. It's up and good to make it 21-17. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it ends with a Pittsburgh touchdown.
Chris
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26.
And we remind you, still one more game to get to before we put a bow on Week 1. It comes up at the conclusion of this one. Titans and Broncos in the AFC from Mile High, and that ought to be one worth staying up for. Here's Jones. Throwing on first down. Finds his tight end Ingram. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Now Jones operating from the gun. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Operating from the gun. Jones. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, 32 yards, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook, not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
And that one gives him a 3-point lead. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Sutton now to return. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Cameron Sutton on the return. The Steelers take over.
The Steelers ready to take over on offense. They've been able to move the ball well in the air, and certainly a big reason why those receiving corps have been excellent.
There's no doubt about it, partner. And let's face it, when they get away from defenders, those guys are quick. And when they go over the top of people and use their bodies, they're just thick. But let's face it, what we're seeing right now are catches that are simply sick.
Well, you brought your A game. You're fired up over those catches, aren't you?
Can't help it. Even as a former defensive back, I've got to tip my cap to these guys. They are balling.
I appreciate that. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And you figure, Charles, they have enough time here in the first half, more than a minute, to put a drive together, at least get them in position to try a field goal.
Yeah, they've got all 3 timeouts at their disposal, so I'm actually thinking bigger. With those 3 timeouts, that amount of time on the clock, I'm thinking about trying to get a touchdown and settle for a field goal.
First down.
Now Roethlisberger on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 7 yards there and a first down.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
And this is incomplete. The intended receiver out of the backfield was Jalen Samuels. And that'll bring up second down.
It's second down and 10.
To throw again is Roethlisberger. Completion here to Claypool. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. Again, it's Roethlisberger. Right side, Claypool's got it. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout called. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This will be from 56 yards out. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So we reach halftime here at our first Monday Nighter of the season, as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin out in the Windy City of Chicago. And those two are tied up as they play the second quarter. From there, we're off to check out another game. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? To find out, we give it back to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. On the counter, it's Connor. Give him 14 on the play. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
It's a gain of 14. Brings up second and inches.
Shotgun handoff to Samuels. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Now a throw here to his running back. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On first and 10, it's Roethlisberger.
Good catch by Deontay Johnson, and he really helped fill a void during his rookie season when he had 59 catches that led the team, and he was first among all rookie receivers last season as well. Not bad for the 10th wide receiver selected in the 2019 draft. Really good play. Expects to continue to get better in this Pittsburgh offense.
They make a good bit of that yardage back as they're set up in much better shape now for second and goal. And that is incomplete. Vance McDonald, the tight end, was the target. But it'll be second and goal. Play fake to Connor. Now Roethlisberger. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. There was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Saquon Barkley and the Giants offense set to kick off their next drive. And there are the numbers. Got off to that torrid hot start. We thought he was in for maybe a career day. Not the case.
No doubt about it. It almost looks like a misprint after what we saw in the first half. But let's give a little bit of credit to the guys on our side of the ball. They went in at halftime, made a few adjustments, and you know what else? They didn't lose their confidence in their ability to play. Because a lot of times you get beat down in the first half, it gets ugly in the second half. They've come out with a new resolve and a renewed determination.
Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Jones. That's complete to Slayton. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
7 brings up second.
On second down now, Barkley. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
46-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Jones now to throw again. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
From the gun, Jones. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down.
Sack there by Cameron Hayward, an all-pro in the 2019 season. He's been consistently good throughout his career. 29 sacks in his last 3 seasons.
Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for New York. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
First down, Pittsburgh.
Here we go. Like 80.
They'll run with Samuels. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
And he'll get this up only to about the 33. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Finding his safety valve here, that's complete. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Giants drive will start from deep in their territory with a 1st and 10. Now here comes Daniel Jones and the Giants again.
He's played well. Good first half. He's continued that here in the third quarter. But my question, when you're a head coach, what do you look at stat line-wise for your coach? Do you go right to turnovers?
You really do. As much as coaches don't want to talk about that, that's where it starts. When I played in college, our first rule for every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. And that's kind of how they judge you. Do you take care of the ball, not turn it over, keep it in the proper hands, and give your team a chance to win?
Well, that's what he's done here in this one so far. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun, Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd down and 12 yards.
Jones on 3rd down. It's caught, Shepard. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the run, it's Barkley. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now Jones to Shepard, complete over the middle.
Jones pass.
7 yards, the pickup there. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
At the Steelers.
From the gun, Jones. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 28. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Cameron Hayward getting upfield to make the stop.
Aaron Donald's the name most people think about at the defensive tackle position, but an all-pro last year alongside him, Cameron Hayward, an absolute nightmare to try and block. And he gets into the backfield on that play and finishes it off with a loss.
Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Again, it's Barkley. And maybe shades of the steel curtain here as the Steeler defense drops him behind the line again. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Operating from the gun, Jones.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down.
Alex Highsmith brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. They spot it on the midfield stripe. So it is a 60-yard attempt here. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up.
From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
He was covered by Xavier McKinney.
On third down, Roethlisberger. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's fourth down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
But the focus shifts back to Daniel Jones and company.
And the passing game, I mean, look at the numbers. It's fallen off. When a team is struggling, sometimes you look at the quarterback. When the quarterback starts to struggle, who goes over and picks him up?
Yeah, that's always a big one, isn't it? Usually, there's a quarterback whisperer somewhere. And what I mean by that is, whether it's an assistant coach, whether it's one of his best friends on the team, someone that can get in his ear, get with him and say, all right, my man, what do you need? What's going on here? There's always one person he can lean on. He's going to have to lean on that guy right now.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley.
That's complete left side to Shepard. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
Roughing the passer.
Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Jones, catch made by Slayton.
Giants, first down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Barkley. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Second and 12.
They'll go to Barkley again. And maybe shades of the steel curtain here as the Steeler defense drops him behind the line again. This will be a loss of 3 and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run it until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
are through three quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. 3rd and 15 here after the first and second down plays went in the wrong direction. From the gun, Jones. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. A 3rd down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, and that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Chase Claypool, the intended target.
And now it's 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, so far on this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger. Now Ben hit, and he lost the football. It's loose. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Here's Jordan Berry now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Good open field tackling there. A 50-yard punt followed by just a 1-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Avery Williamson there to make the stop.
Down by Avery Williamson. 2 yards on the pickup. It's
from the 24. Jones looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Shepard. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On first down, Barkley, and 3 yards there, takes him to the 45.
I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground, keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
They'll run it again with Barkley.
Barkley again, the ball carrier.
And the Steelers now in the nickel here on third down.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Throwing Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley.
And he'll take this one down to the 36. There to stop him, Terrell Edmonds. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down, and
here's Jones to throw on 3rd down. Going right side, he finds Slayton. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. Gano's kick is good.
the kick is
and that will make this a 9-point lead.
Giants 30, Steelers 21.
So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a 2-score game. His 3rd field goal of the game, able to knock it through.
Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, you get to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you?
Cameron Sutton on the return. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own.
Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 24.
And right away, he'll look to throw.
Setting up the screen, this is Samuels. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
And the ball on the 30, here's 2nd and 4.
Pick up of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to flip one out here to his running back.
Roethlisberger's pass complete to Jalen Samuels. It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd.
The Steelers on 3rd down. Lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Here's Jordan Berry now, as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return.
The Giants take over 1st.
Now out come the Giants. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
They begin with a run by Barkley, and he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Off the play fake, Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
1st and 10.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Now Jones on 1st and 10. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Stephon Tuitt just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Jones finds his tight end Ingram.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, Jones. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll take this to the 47, but no further as they get him down well short of the line to gain.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for New York. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
Now Roethlisberger on 1st down. Ebron caught left side. And they'll get him down here at the 23.
Complete to Eric Ebron.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Now Roethlisberger to throw. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Gain of 7. 1st down, Steelers.
Roethlisberger. And they get to him with the pressure as Roethlisberger goes down.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Another try after the 1st down sack. Roethlisberger now been hit, and he lost the football. It's loose. And who's got it? The Giants.
That feels like an accumulation of the pressure we've seen all game. I mean, he's been on the turf a whole lot because of sacks. Eventually, something else happens as well, and this time it was a turnover.
Yeah, caught up to him.
Possession of the football going back over to the Giants. They sit in a good spot, having the ball back after the fumble recovery and up 2 scores in the 4th quarter.
The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. Following the fumble recovery, Jones. This will be caught at about the 6. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
A 4-yard gain brings up 2nd and goal.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the fourth. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
They trail by 2 scores in the fourth, and their defense did its job getting the fumble recovery. A time to see what this offense has left in the tank.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Roethlisberger. That is incomplete. The ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
To throw here, Roethlisberger. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. Steelers on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 10. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete.
And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
He's up to 88 yards receiving in the ballgame now, and he's got a first down.
But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. This is Samuels.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
The tackle made at the 12-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Here's Roethlisberger. This will be caught at about the 6.
And he'll be pulled down, and now a late flag will come with it. And that's in the area of a face mask, I think.
Hey, we don't need no more penalties right here.
So give them the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30, so now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
So the face mask moves him closer, and now 1st and goal.
Give to the fullback. This is Watt. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. And he is going to lose yardage here. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now.
And now 3rd and goal coming up. The loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder. And they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Now it's Roethlisberger. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And the lead is down to 2.
It is good.
So that drives 7 plays in length. And it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone.
Chris Boswell.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field.
And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They'll keep it on the ground. Barkley. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game.
3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And they'll indeed take a knee.
Second and 11 now.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
A gain of 5 brings up 3rd and 6.
They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in Week 1.
I do get a kick out of seeing a team kneel down at the end of the game in victory formation and wrap one up, because most of the time a kneel down is not a good thing in football. In this case, it's the best thing for the team that's winning.
Best thing Week 1 and 1-0 after going down to that knee. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Giants, a win's a win as they eke out the 2-point victory to take the season opener. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Denver Broncos. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.